Greetings, Commanders. This is Kadger. Today I'm going out to a couple of the INRA bases to read the logs, check them out, get some background on the lore. These bases have been recently discovered, and they do have an interesting story attached to them, so I just wanted to kind of go out and see for myself. Now, this particular base is called CLAT Enterprises. It's in the system of Alnath. I was interested in this one in particular because it appears there was some experimentation done on living Thargoids here, and I just wanted to take a look at where it happened and read the logs, listen to the logs. So that's what we're going to do here. Over here we have the area where the experiments took place, I believe. The killing pit, as it's been called in the forums. Torture chamber, perhaps, where the Thargoids were held down with these clamps, and then the Mycoid virus was tested on them. So we'll see that in a moment in the logs, but this is the place. You can see there's some bits of Thargoids left over down there. Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. I've already collected all the logs, so let's have a listen.
Finally, we have a breakthrough. A researcher at the facility in the Hermitage 4A system has found something, stumbled onto something by all accounts, and it's pushed our research forward dramatically. Essentially, it's a kind of fungus, one that appears to have a significant effect on Thargoid technology. We knew their tech was partly biological, but until now we couldn't find a way to use that fact to our advantage. The theory is that if we could somehow get the fungus into their starships, specifically their hyperdrives, we could shut them down. They'd be unable to leave their system. We could end the war in a single stroke. We have built a dedicated new laboratory so we can properly test the effects of the Mycoid. We also have access to an intact Thargoid ship and a living specimen. I plan to test the Mycoid on both. Some of my colleagues have expressed reservations about experimenting on a living creature, but I have no such qualms. We must know what the Mycoid can do. Excellent news. We have received a second specimen. We can now accelerate the pace of our testing. So far, our experiments indicate that the fungus affects not only the Thargoids' technology, but also their physiology, as evidenced by the degeneration of our specimen. These results are highly encouraging. If the Mycoid can hurt them, truly hurt them, we may have found the means to win this war. Several of my colleagues have left the project in protest over our treatment of the creature. If it were up to me, I would have them executed as traitors. Our latest tests were extremely successful. The Mycoid can paralyze a Thargoid system, either physical or technological, in a matter of seconds. It is extremely effective. I confess, the knowledge that the Mycoid causes the Thargoids physical pain brings me some measure of satisfaction. But when one has seen firsthand the effect of their weapons, seen the destruction, the chaos, the bodies, HIP 593821B system with the samples, ready to start mass production. We know the Mycoid works. Now it falls to other members of the project to determine how it can be effectively deployed. I know there are some who will condemn me for my part in this project. Let them. I harbor no remorse. The Thargoids understand only one thing: destruction. They will not stop until every last one of us has been reduced to dust. We have created a weapon that can prevent such a catastrophe. We have a moral obligation to use it.
So there we have it, the story behind this base. Obviously the one scientist was very interested in hurting the Thargoids. So it's up to you to decide whether that was moral or not, but you know, it was a war. It is a war. So we'll have to make our own choices as we go forward. But it is an interesting bit of history here. Alright, so let's go on to the other base that I wanted to see. This one is called Carmichael Point. It's in HIP 16824. This one's maybe not quite as interesting as the other, but I still wanted to check it out because it had some interesting information about an experiment that they did with some weapons versus a very large Thargoid ship, as it turns out. So I wanted to just have a look here. You can see that it has very similar type of look to the other base, the same yellowish discoloration from the, we believe it's from the Mycoid virus. Those look like maybe missile tubes or something. I'm not sure what those are. So let's drive around a little bit and pick up all the logs here and see what the story is on this one. You can see here a label that confirms mycohazard, so definitely the mycoid virus in use here. There are some interesting crates around. That one was broken, but nothing inside it anymore. These are all INRA crates. The text on them is not readable. I zoomed in really close trying to read the text, but you can't read it. I don't think it's actual text. I think it's pretend. Or it's just shrunk so much that you can't read it. I even tried blowing it up, but you can't read that. Alright, let's get to the logs.
Everything is in place. If the Thargoids take the bait, this facility should come under attack very soon. And when it does, we'll find out if our new weapons are worth a damn. It's taken a lot of time and effort to make this place look like an important military site. I just hope they fall for it. It's about time we started fighting back. Everyone's on edge. It's like seeing an approaching storm and waiting for it to break. The air is heavy with the threat of violence. Maybe they didn't take the bait. Maybe we hid it too well, or maybe we didn't hide it well enough. What if they realize this is a trap? I suppose it's too late to worry about that now. All we can do is watch the sky and wait.
Contact confirmed. Thargoids 1,000 light seconds from sight and closing. Ready all weapon systems and prepare to fire on my order. We've only got one shot at this and I don't want to miss. Wait. What is that? That's not a regular Thargoid ship. It's huge. Will somebody scan that thing? And tell command we've got a mothership here. And get them the data as soon as possible. All right. That's close enough. Fire all batteries!
Test unsuccessful. Target suffered minimal damage. Site lost. All operatives lost.
So there we have it, some pretty grim stories from the First Thargoid War. Interesting stuff, though. It'll be kind of fascinating to see how this all ties in as the current story unfolds. Anyway, if you're interested in any of this stuff, I'll put a link in the bottom to the large discussion on the discovery of the bases and what they all mean. Thanks for watching. Fly safe out there.